Welcome you all to today's topic of revision class of class 7. My dear student, as you all know that your half yearly exam is approaching. It's only and only one day left, right? So you need to prepare yourself the best. You need to give your best, my dear kids. There is nothing to worry. You need to be calm down. You need to convince yourself that yes, this half yearly I'm going to secure good marks and I'll be the happiest person after appearing my paper. So my dear student, there is nothing to worry. You just simply read your text and try to know thoroughly the entire story, and you can attempt any type of questions, whatever questions it is. So now I'll guide you some of the questions that is the main focus to lead the best destination, my dear students. So here I'm going to tell you some of the questions, and you need to ask yourself after reading the entire summary of the story and try to figure out what exactly the answer should be. So we will see here some of the chapters which are going to come in your exam. So the first chapter is three questions. Three questions. Who is the writer here? Leo Tolstoy is the writer. Who are the characters in the story? Who is the protagonist? What answer he was searching for? So in these three questions, as we all know that the writer is Leo Tolstoy, who are the characters in the story? That means who are the leading heroes here, or we can say who are the protagonists of the story. That means who are the characters here? King, counselors, wise man, right? So there are many characters in the story. You need to write down all the characters in the story, whatever it is there in that particular story or poem. Who is the protagonist? That means who is the main character here, right? The king is a main character, or we can say he is the protagonist. What answer he is searching for? So what he is searching for and why he is wandering here and there? Who comes to his court? What was the answer for all these three questions? That is the reason the title is given as three questions. So my dear student, if you know all this answer, you can attend the paper very easily, and it's my request to all the students, try to read out the entire story and try to understand what exactly the story is telling all about. Now the next chapter we will move on, that is A Gift of Chappals. What is this gift of chappals? As we already know, there are few characters there. Who is the writer here? Vasanta Surya. Vasanta Surya is the main writer of the story. And who are the characters? Ravi, Mridu, Lali, music teacher, Amma, then father, mother, grandfather, grandmother. So there are many characters, so you need to write it down in a piece of paper and try to learn that who are the characters in this story and who are the protagonists in this chapter. If it is more than one, then you need to write that so and so person is the protagonist of this chapter. That means the main hero. What was the name of the cat? As we all know that MP Punya is the name of the cat. And what happened in the story? So in this entire chapter, what happened in the story? So for that, you need to read out the entire chapter and you need to know exactly what it is asking all about. And the next chapter is Gopal and the Hilsha Fish. So as we know, it's a comic story, and here there is no writer's name, so you will focus here is that who is the main protagonist here. What is the name of the fish? As we all know, the name of the fish is Hilsa, because the title itself says that Gopal and the Hilsha fish, right? So who are the characters in the story? The villager, Gopal, then the counselors, the king. So there are many characters, so you need to learn in this way and you need to attempt the question paper, right? And then you need to read the entire summary of that particular chapter. Now we will move to the next chapter, that is the last chapter, fourth chapter, The Ashes That Made the Trees Bloom. So who is the writer here? William Elliot Griffiths. So he is the writer here. And what was the pet? Is it an animal or a human being? It was a dog, right? So who are the neighbors here? How the neighbor treated with that old man and woman, and how the old man was so loyal, so lovable to the animal as if it was their own son, and they were treating in that way to the dog. What happened in the story? How they got that jewels, right? And how the greedy neighbor was. So what was their experience? What was the entire story all about? So in this way, in order to know all this answer, you need to read out the entire story thoroughly, my dear kids. Until and unless you know the entire story, you cannot attempt any single and simple questions, right? So in order to know that, in order to get good marks, you need to read out all the entire chapters, whatever it is coming in your exam. So nothing to worry, just calm down and start reading the entire story. If you are not able to understand, that I am here to explain that. If not, there is YouTube, you can surf in it, you can see the videos as well to know it more deeper, right? Now let us move to the poem. The first poem is The Squirrel. Have you seen a squirrel? Who is the writer of this poem, The Squirrel? So who is the writer? Mildred Bower Armstrong. So how was the action of the squirrel while eating nuts? So while eating nuts, how the squirrel bent itself, how he was so jolly, he was moving here and there. If you chase that squirrel, what was the color of the coat, what mark or what punctuation mark we can see in the body of a squirrel? As we all know that it's a question mark, right? And what is the color of the coat, that overcoat? While eating the nuts, what is the experience, what is the playful mode of that particular squirrel? You need to define all this, and when you read the entire poem, whatever is it 2 stanza or 3 stanza or 4 stanza, until and unless you read it yourself, you cannot understand what exactly the poem is telling all about. So in order to get all this answer, my dear students, try to read the entire poem and then try to find out the question and answer to it. Now let us move to the next chapter. What is the next chapter? The Rebel. First of all, I would like to ask you what exactly you understand by the word rebel. Rebel means the person who go against you. If you are drinking something, he won't drink or she won't drink. If you are silent, then he will fight. If you are hardworking, then he will be lazy. So a person who is against all the work, so that person is called as rebel. So who is the writer here? DJ Enright. What do you understand by the word rebel? Who are the characters here? You can write the characters, that students, the rebel, and so on. What do the rebel do when others do some other activity? As I told you, if you are doing something, then he will do or she will do opposite to you. So that is the activity. That is called as activity. So don't get confused that what madam has given, like what do the rebel do when others do some other activity. That means if others are doing something, then the rebel will go against it, right? So that is called an activity. Now let us move to the next chapter, that is The Shed. What is The Shed? As we all know, the writer name is Frank Flynn. And what do you understand by the term shed? Shed, as we have already seen, that it's a hut. It's a small hut in that garden, bottom of the garden, where the writer and the brother is talking to each other that there is ghost inside it, and so on. What happened in this poem? Who are the characters? Where is the shed located? So in this way, you need to find out lots and lots of questions. It's easy, my dear kids. It's nothing difficult. Don't bring that negative word in your mind that no, it's very tough, I cannot understand, I cannot read it by myself. Try to read it by yourself. Don't be a spoon feeder. Try to find out all the solution of all the problems you are facing. If you are not able to find out the solution, then teachers are there to help you. So my dear kids, just go for it. Try to read the chapters thoroughly, everything, tear up each and every word, and I bet you that you will be the one happiest person among your friends to secure more marks than your friends. So it's a golden opportunity for you, my dear kids. Try to read out all the chapters thoroughly and try to understand it by yourself. Tear up each and every word. Try to find the meaning of it in a dictionary. Then easily you will be habituated and you will understand entire chapter. So let us move to the last poem, that is Chivy. So who is the writer here? Michael Viney Rosen. So who is the main protagonist here in this poem? And what is meant by Chivy? What happens in the poem? Who is nagging whom? So here, as we already know, that there is a small little boy and who is trying to say himself that his mother is nagging mother. That means who always have a complaint for you. For example, as we all know that we are also well experienced. Even though I am of this age, I get scolding from my parents that don't go here, don't do this, do that. So sometimes we feel like my mother or my father is a nagging person because they always come up with a complaint. It's not like complaint, they are guiding us for our good future, right? So here a little boy is there who is being instructed for each and every work, that do this, do that, do this, and don't go there, don't do this, don't play with that person, don't do this, or don't stare, look down, don't bite your nails. So lots and lots of complaints. So In that case, a child says that his or her mother is a nagging person. So this is all about Shivi, and you need to read it yourself, my dear kids. It's a humble request to all of you. Always, I'll repeat the same sentence that try to read by yourself. If you're not able to understand, then I'm here to solve the problem. So try to read it yourself. Don't say that who are the characters, how will I find characters, who is the protagonist. Protagonist means the main hero. Characters means whatever role play. For example, in your family, who are the main characters? So if I'm talking about your family and I'm writing a story about your family, what will I write? Who are the characters here? My father, mother, brother, sister. These are called characters in that particular story. So in every story, if someone is asking you that who are the characters here, then don't get confused. Just simply write the names of that person which you are coming across the story, and they are the characters here. Who is the protagonist? That means from among all these characters, there will be one person along for whom the story is being created. So that is the main protagonist. So everyone can't be main protagonist, right? And who is the writer? At the end of the story, you will find a writer's name, a person name, that is called writer's name, right? Or the writer of that particular chapter. So hopefully this audio will be fruitful for you, and you will obey my words, what I have already told you. So all the best. Don't get confused. Don't be so scared about the half yearly exam. Nothing is impossible, my dear kids. Everything is possible in your life. So if you go through it bit by bit, tear up each word, then you will really enjoy the paper, my dear students. So all the best. Till then, have a nice day, and if you have any queries, comments, feedback, do comment on my chat box. Till then, thank you all.